Wow, we got the best ref too. Oh, it's time. This is it.
It is time.
This is it.
You're live.
Am I live?
You're live.
All right. We have the Black Ranger too?
Black Ranger tonight.
Beautiful. I got a good feeling. We're live, right?
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome you in here to the historic All-Star Arena. I, of course, will be your companion for tonight, the official voice of the Narwhals, James Ward. Tonight, of course, the most important night in the history of this storied Narwhal franchise. I am joined tonight in the booth, of course, by Chris McKenna.
Hello, folks.
Of course, Narwhal's first playoff game is underway. McKenna, what say you here as very quickly?
Well, I say that's not a very good start. 9 seconds in, it's already 1-0, no Libs.
And very quickly, the energy is just sapped out of this Narwhal bench right through the 5-hole of Tim.
It's only uphill from here. Only uphill from here.
Well, that was an eventful 30 seconds.
Face-off won by the Liberals. We've got Marone, the BBC, the Black Ranger, and Vane on the ice. The Liberals circling around. Coming across. Crisp passing thus far for the Liberals. Off the boards now. Here's the BBC with it. Who will just up and down. Liberals to reset.
Narwhals have a good defense. They need to learn how to turn it into good offense rather than just one guy taking the puck up.
It's critical. Now come the Liberals now. Slicing through this Narwhal defense. Oh, and hit Marone to the BBC. We've, of course, got our favorite ref on hand for tonight. Here's Vane with a slight trip going across to Marone. The Black Ranger on hand for tonight. That pass jumps over the stick of the BBC.
Got to get those passes on point.
Here are the Liberals now, taking their time. Passing percentage off the charts for them. Vane to contest on the boards. Vane to send it up the boards now. Picked off by a Liberal. The Black Ranger trying to do too much on his own. And surely there's a fantastic nickname out there for this man as the Black Ranger goes off the right post. Liberals now facing a forecheck from the Black Ranger and resetting behind their own net. They have not had a shot on net since that goal. Slicing through the Narwhal defense now. He's got a chance right in front. Oh, and he had an open net there in the top right corner. Cannot convert. Vane loses a stick. The Liberals now behind their own net. Up comes Tommy Bahama. Crossing the red line. Tommy Bahama now slicing through the Narwhal defense and missing the net wide right. Here is the Black Ranger with it. Taking his time. Narwhal's really clumped together in the corner there. Not sure what Marone is doing. I think Marone thought the Black Ranger was a Liberal. Liberals now. Vane with the forecheck. Tommy Bahama in the corner with it. Liberals control. Black Ranger to pick it up now. Fighting for it along the boards. Here's Vane. Contested by Tommy Bahama. Tommy Bahama throwing it across. Once more for Tommy. Picked off by the Black Ranger. Here's the BBC now. Narwhals have not had a change thus far. Have to imagine starting to settle into some fatigue here. And the Black Ranger will hold it. Possibly a chance here for a Narwhal change. Coach Gary perhaps not ready with that. Up comes the Black Ranger now with some speed. Slicing through the Liberal defense and circling around, leaving it. Oh, and a good chance there created by the Black Ranger.
Shout out to Billy's father.
Bill's father, of course, always in the live stream. Narwhals will get their first change. Getting Eric Fisher and Bill on the ice. Keeping Vane and the Black Ranger. The Black Ranger will win that draw. And then chipped out. And there is our second favorite ref who's on the ice for the Liberals. And we have to point out the contested effort there. That has to be a conflict of interest of some sort. Here he is with Buck now.
Tommy Bahama now. Passes up into the slot. Slap shot right into Tim's chest.
Yeah, so I got the play-by-play stuff. I'll kick it to you for color.
You don't kick.
Defensive zone face-off here for the Narwhals. And McKenna, what have you seen here? Just 5 minutes in from these Liberals. What do we have to do to thwart their offense?
You got to get in the way of their passes. Their passing has been probably, I would say, 90% accurate.
Liberals have Bambi on the ice.
Narwhals probably 40%. Mostly dump-ins. Or no passes at all.
Here's the Black Ranger missing wide right. Circling back up to the top now. And here is Tommy Bahama. Good poke there from Vane.
Wide open.
Get it away from Tommy. Liberals control once more. Vane fighting for it along the boards. He'll lose that fight. And up comes Tommy with a full head of steam. Shooting it off the pad. Good save from Tim. The Black Ranger catching his breath. Just 16:30 remains here. A 1-goal deficit for these Narwhals. Here is Eric Fisher with his first chance with the puck. Dumping it back to the Black Ranger. Long pass. Deflected wide on the Liberals, and up comes Tommy Bahama. Mr. Bahama now. And down goes Eric. An impressive power forward is Tommy Bahama. Just a bowling ball coming down the ice.
I want to say blue line defense, but it's a red line, so I'll call it red line defense. Great red line defense by the Liberals. Just not letting them penetrate.
Liberals crossing the red line here right in front of the Narwhal net. Just trying to leave it in there. And able to just slice through the Narwhal defense.
As we swap out one Fisher for another, the BBC and Marone come back on.
And Eddie Fisher to take the draw. We've got Marone.
Some call him the face-off master.
Here is our second favorite rep across to Tommy Bahama and in. And a 2-goal deficit with 15 minutes to go here in the first half. Narwhal's looking a bit deflated out there on the ice. Over to Tommy Bahama. We'll throw it around the boards. And our second favorite ref, who will feint one time. Up he comes now, crossing the red line. Oh, and a good poke there by Marone. Left on the boards. Here is Eddie Fisher with it now. Looking for a pass. He'll have it
Seems like Mark has a blown tire.
Off comes the BBC. After a blown wheel. Here are the Liberals with it. They dominate time of possession thus far. Bill in front of the net. Coming back to Tommy Bahama at the point. And our second favorite ref now will circle back. Liberals continue their crisp passing as they've had all night here. And right in front of the net and over the left shoulder of Tim. Able to just slice straight through the Narwhal defense there.
You got to push him to the outside there.
And this Narwhal team just feels deflated. Came in with a ton of energy here tonight. Here are the Liberals. Going all the way across. Off the skate of Bill. Here's Tommy Bahama. Through the Narwhal defense, right in front.
Stick save into the netting. Do we see a change?
Defensive zone draw for Marone now. He will just kick it forward. Leaving it for Tommy Bahama is a liberal.
No, you said the chat? Huh? You wanted to see
And then
the chat?
across to Bambi. Liberals getting Bambi his minutes on the ice here. You can see Tommy Bahama trying to get him his first playoff goal. Here is Bambi in the corner with it. Bill perhaps giving him some room. Not sure why. Here's Tommy Bahama now right in the slot. And then over that left shoulder once more. And a 4-goal advantage. Don't want to say the M word, but we are halfway there for these Liberals. .11:47 to go here. A free save for the Liberal goaltender. Narwhals shut out thus far. Only a handful of shots on net. The Liberals with their crisp passing and a good reactionary
nice
save there
save
from Tim. And up comes Marone. Throwing it on net.
It's the best shot of the night.
And a good blocker save there from Tim. Face-off won by the Liberals across to Tommy Bahama.
Coach is stressing to the team that they have to clog the middle. They cannot let them get into the slot.
A good save on a man right in front from Tim. Here's the BBC with it now. Cannot get around Tommy Bahama. That strong power forward as we see Bambi right in front of Ward. And up comes the BBC. Oh, went through the 5-hole and the Narwhals
On the board.
To get in the back of the net here. Cutting the lead to 3.
A little bit of a fire lit under BBC's ass.
Perhaps the spark this Narwhal team needed. Another win on the draw for the Liberals. Contested there by Vane and Marone. Here are the Liberals. Can feel a little more intensity here for the Narwhals. As that puck sneaks in. Narwhals losing their defensive assignments there. And the lead is back to 4 for the Liberals.
Just a defensive breakdown leads to another goal. Coach is stressing man on man, but nobody wants to do it. From experience, it is very deflating.
Vane here with a sloppy pass. Deflating, a big buzzword for these Narwhals over and over as it's taken away by Tommy Bahama and then taken back by the BBC, who comes up with a head of steam. He's got Vane across. He cannot get it there. The BBC playing with the most intensity on these Narwhals. See if they can feed off of him. Vane now to collect in the corner, rolling it around, finding the BBC. He's got the Black Ranger, and he'll leave it for him. Around his own net he comes, trying to settle the puck, he does. Crossing the red line, in the slot now, and he'll have it deflected high. 8:40 remains here, as it looks like Taormina is going to get his first ice time of the night.
Big Barry coming on.
Perhaps Coach Gary looking for some of that Disney World magic.
I think the key here for John is to use that big body of his and to really lay something into this team and show them we mean business.
Barry, of course, not fast enough to get to Tommy Bahama as he just rips it over the right shoulder of Tim. And there seems just to be a different level of play on the stick of Tommy Bahama. As we approach 8 minutes here, the deficit is 5 for the Narwhals. And up comes the Black Ranger. He'll have it taken away by Tommy. Here's Tommy now. Here is the Black Ranger now, looking to set something up. Getting around
Dangerous.
2 Liberals will have a chance at an odd man rush. And blocked there by Tommy. Taramina now. Liberals will send it back to reset and find Tommy Bahama. And too much traffic
That's
there.
exactly what they need to do there.
Taramina doing a good job clogging up the lanes. Oh, and down goes the BBC. No call from the ref.
That was clean. Good clean hit.
BBC getting a shot on.
Still loose.
And up come the Liberals. Circling back now. Perhaps looking for Tommy. He is the X factor in every one of these Liberal games. Narwhals will get a 2-man change and get Bill and Eric Fisher out on the ice.
Just under 6 minutes remaining in this half. Narwhals need to put another one on the board. We hear some booing from the ice coming from our
Up
defensive
come the
captain,
Liberals
Bill.
now. Ahead of steam. Right in the slot, slicing through the Narwhal defense. And just
Nothing you
too
can do
easy
about
for
that.
these Liberals. And their lead is extended to 6. As we approach 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. And hope seems to be slipping from these Narwhals. A historic season for them. They had never attained a 500 record, a 5-5 record coming out of the regular season. And there seemed to be so much hope at the start.
But I mean, it's a step in the right direction.
It certainly is, and I've been hearing that through 5 seasons now.
Well, every year, every season they make it. They make another step. It was baby step, baby step, baby step, but now this is probably the biggest step they've taken.
Incremental improvement for these Narwhals.
That's all you can ask for.
Does not appear it will be enough tonight.
It's not over yet.
Here is the Black Ranger now with a chance. Oh, perhaps he did not see Eric Fisher streaking in front. Here is Bambi here right in front of Ward. And here's our second favorite ref. Again, has to be some sort of conflict of interest.
Bambi is a veteran in this league. He just stands right in front of that net.
Oh, and taken away by Eric Fisher. What can he create in front? Oh! Not able to make it happen. A tremendous move. Oh, went off the mat.
Lord, Rick.
And a tremendous effort by the Liberal goaltender.
That's just a hell of a save. That pretty much sums up the night for the Narwhals.
Just missed opportunities for these Narwhals. Here is Fisher taking it away. And our second favorite ref getting a shove
No
from
one in
Bill.
front of the net.
Eventually taken by Fisher. And up he comes along the boards. He will face Tommy Bahama. Here's the Black Ranger. Oh, and Vane just whiffing on the pass, but it does dribble through the crease. There's Eric Fisher with it now. And just saved there. It looked like the Black Ranger had a clear shot through the 5-hole, but able to pinch it under the pad is this Liberal goaltender.
Just under 3 minutes now.
Liberals win the draw. Bambi crossing in front of Ward.
We'd really like to see one more by the Narwhals. Just to keep this game breathing. Good block there.
A Liberal pass. Flected. Oh, and down goes Bambi. Off the shoulder of Bill. And here is Marone with it. Bill not ready for the pass there. And up come the Liberals. A 2-on-1 opportunity here. Oh, and a great job by Marone
Beautiful
to
defensive
break up
play.
that rush. Oh, and Marone going for a long saucer pass. Eric had found his way behind the defense. Here is Eddie now. There's a Liberal on the boards. Finds Tommy Bahama behind the Narwhal net. Tommy has his pass intercepted by Fisher. Fisher will wait there with it. Oh, he finds Eric. Oh, a beautiful pass from Eric to Eddie to Marone.
And just another beautiful save by Liberal goaltender Rick.
And just not able to convert all these Narwhals. But a good sequence there. And a rare offensive zone faceoff here for the Narwhals as we will get Taramina back on the ice.
I like this move. You want to park his big ass in front of the net.
And up come the Liberals now. Fast rush. Marone will chip it back. I don't believe Tommy Bahama has come off the ice all night. We are under a minute here. And our second favorite goaltender, our second favorite ref finds the back of the net. And Taramina shakes his head, demoralized.
Seems to be some frustrations.
Under 40 seconds now. Liberals just one goal away from a mercy. Bain finding Marone to Eddie, who passes to no one. Taramina now with it. Throwing it at the pad of the goaltender. There's 25 seconds remain here in this first half. Liberals behind the Narwhal defense. And that will end it. Narwhals will not get out of the first half.
15 seconds left.
And the Narwhal playoff debut goes just about as you would expect, with a 9-1 loss, a victory for these Liberals, carried on the back of Tommy Bahama, their X-Factor power forward.
It just seems like they're in another league.
It truly does. And after coming into this night with a ton of energy from these Narwhals and this Narwhal bench, Narwhals, as they so often do, just fail to convert, do not capitalize on opportunities. And as we end this season here, the best season in Narwhal history.
You're right.
What do we take going into next season?
I don't even want to say they didn't capitalize on opportunities. They didn't create opportunities. There was very few. There were some, but there was very few. There's really no possession, a lot of dump-ins.
And it does feel like, after those first 3 or 4 games when we had the full force of the Power Rangers,
the Power Rangers
really
definitely would have made a difference. Somebody maybe to guard Tommy Bahama.
I don't know if that man exists, but certainly the possession that
he's just not playing here.
The possession that the Power Rangers provide allow for a lot more opportunity for these Narwhals, as we see Vane having his skate just going right off the post, right in front of the net, really just surmising what these Narwhals tend to do. And with that, for Front Yard Trampoline and the Narwhals,
we want to say thank you to our cameraman, Bobby Barber. Did a great job tonight.
And for Chris McKenna, Front Yard Trampoline and the Narwhals, I am, of course, the official voice of the Narwhals, James Ward, signing off. Taramina taking his laps.